right, here we go. I have ventured out for the first time in a long time. A few days. Doing some painting in our house, painting my daughter's room. And of course, when you start a project, you think you have everything, but of course you don't. So you have to make a trip to Home Depot in between, which is exactly what I'm doing. So here we go. I am going to Home Depot. We got some brave souls out here making their way as well. But before I do, I was just texting with my buddy Winston de Wardt, and thought I'd give him a call, see what he's doing right now. A quick call. Hey, what's going on?
Not much.
Looks like you are sitting in a race seat. Are you simming? Are you doing the sim thing? Or are
I
you
am
just...
not simming. I'm sitting in the garage. This is the only chair I got in here right now.
It's your garage chair. I love it.
This is my garage chair because it's not currently bolted in the drift car.
So is it sitting on something, or are you literally on the floor sitting on your seat?
I'm literally on like a rubber mat on the floor.
That's awesome. So your legs are like straight out onto the floor.
Yeah, more or less. I'm kind of rocking back to avoid that.
Right. But... It's not bolted, so you're rocking back and forth.
More or less.
That's hilarious. Well, I'm sitting here in a parking lot at Home Depot, about ready to venture in. And
good luck. I did that this morning. That was not fun.
So yeah. So I'm not looking for gloves or cleaning products, luckily, because there won't be any of that. But I do have my gloves. I'm ready to go. I've got my face mask. I'm ready to go. I don't really care how this looks anymore. You know what I mean? I just don't care. That looks stupid. It's simple, and I'm gonna friggin' do it. So there you go. Hey man, what? Real quick. So you're home, Austin, and is it all of Texas, or is it just Austin has the lockdown, and that means obviously the track? What's going on with you guys over there?
Dallas effectively Austin now. So Dallas did it first, and now we followed suit. So we are like full on lockdown. If you go out and you get pulled over, you better have a good reason on where you're going, like going to get food, going to get something that is a necessity. If you're just out cruising around, hanging out with buddies, you'll get a ticket, you'll get fined.
Wow.
They've invoked the no gatherings larger than 10 people and whatnot. So like even going to the grocery store, like we went this morning, and they controlled the amount of people in and out. Wow. So you had to wait out front until you could be let in, which is, they're handling it pretty well. I can't complain about it. The grocery store that we like to go to is honestly, they had a pretty damn good system in place. And they were like spraying down like all the carts. They had like a whole like sprayer.
So it sounds like someone that is out there cruising around, just dicking around, is getting chased down by the cops right now out in your neighborhood.
Probably. I don't think they got much else to do right now. It's pretty quiet out here, man. It's eerie, but yeah,
chasing people down.
The track we kind of had when, honestly, for lack of a better way of saying it, when the shit hit the fan. All of the events kind of had to start postponing or like canceling. So at this point, every major, because COTA it's an event facility. We're a racetrack. We host events.
So your racetrack is closed, your school is closed, your music venue's closed. So what was the last event you guys had there at COTA before we closed?
We had a couple of driving programs before we closed, but then sorry about that. No, and then we had a couple concerts coming up.
Those got canceled.
The last racing event we had, I want to say, was the World Endurance Championship. We had a 12-hour race. It was split up, so they like finished the race the next morning, kind of deal.
Was that the one? Was Jason Workman? Was that the one that he was in? He's WEC, isn't he?
I don't remember. I know, Nicky Tim, like the Aston Martin team was out there and everything. Like, it's the big boys from Europe.
Oh, the big boy. Okay, maybe it was a different one.
Yeah. You might be thinking of what's the other one? AER.
Oh, maybe that could. Yeah,
the American Endurance.
Oh, that might be it. Yeah. But I think he won his. I think he won there. His last race was there.
Really?
Anyway, so all right, so that was last race, and you got a couple schools up recently. Now it's closed, and you're just you're just waiting that out, I guess. Now,
I'm
like
just
most of
hanging
us,
out,
right? Yeah,
man.
dude.
I'm just
Like,
hanging out.
yeah, like right now, yesterday and today, performance Don Kitch was supposed to have. We had canceled it on Monday when Inslee did his announcement. The 2-day SCCA licensing school was supposed to be
Oh,
yesterday and today, and then tomorrow was supposed to be an open lapping. So 3 days just.
yeah.
Um,
I was like building makeshift curriculums on like, hey, we can do like 2 hour, 3 hour
right,
experiences, like max 8 people,
right.
because then it's like two instructors can handle it, and it's
Yeah.
a done deal and
Hey,
whatever.
hey,
But
hey, really quickly, what was the first? So you guys did all the paving, regrading and paving, and all. I'm sure it looks phenomenal. Was there something that happened after that? Like, did somebody get to enjoy that? Was there a race after that, or a school, or anything?
the WEC event was
Oh,
immediately
okay.
after that. They also had like a private day for like a Porsche event as well. I can't remember honestly. It was like coming up to everything, like it was a whirlwind of stuff. Because on my side of the house, like we've been working diligently at getting our new manufacturer on board because our contract with Audi. I mean, when it rains, it pours.
Right.
Like our contract with Audi ended the same time that the track did the mandatory close and sent everybody home. So like all of us at a salary, like we're still maintaining our salary. We're trying to work from home as much as we can, but
Right.
those in a position like me at the track, like I don't have much to do, so I'm kind of taking up the role of helping the sponsorship side of things. So I'm helping with the negotiations with the new manufacturer and getting other partners on board. Unfortunately, at this time, like I can't speak about who it's going to be.
That was gonna be my next question.
Yeah, until it's like
I hear you.
100% good. Like we're good. We're gonna have when we open the doors, we'll still be running driving experiences. It's just going to be a different brand. Is all that's going to happen.
Sure.
And honestly, I think it's not. I liked our partnership with Audi. It to me, I mean, you know how it is. Like coming from the BMW programs, there is so much more you can do in a parking lot with a rear-wheel drive car than something with Quattro.
Hey,
So,
for sure, we'll look forward to that announcement. And is there a date that you're shooting for, like for an event that hasn't been canceled? Like, what's the
um,
aspirational date there for you guys? Or
so
maybe you don't
for
have one.
our driving experiences, we kind of put on hold. We had to reschedule and refund people that couldn't reschedule due to their lives and whatnot. But I think May, middle of May is our hope. But again, with everything, the way everything's going, it doesn't seem very good because they don't have. I mean, no one has any idea of when it's going to be safe, when it's going to be
Sure.
good. And honestly, I hate to say it, I'm kind of like siding on the side of the New York governor that's like, we just need to shut down because the sooner we shut down, the sooner it's over.
Right.
The sooner we go back. If we keep kind of like trying to not to get political, but
Right.
if
Right.
we
Right.
keep
Right.
trying to kind of trundle along like everything is honky dory, this is gonna go on for
Yeah. Because
months.
it's not hunky dory. So yeah, I hear you. Cool.
Yeah,
Hey, so that means BMW M-Trek might be safe because that's
I
later
think
in the
so. My
summer.
name's on it.
Yeah.
My
Right. On.
name's on it. So
Boom,
hopefully
dude! I'm ready to go. See, I'm ready to
right.
go.
There you go.
Hey, all right, real quick. And it doesn't have to be Amtrak. It could be anything you want. Give me the wackiest, give me the funniest, wackiest, craziest track story that you've got that happened to you or that you witnessed or that you were part of. Give
The
me,
crazy.
give me
Oh
something crazy.
God.
Yeah, yeah.
That I was. Oh, okay. For us, we had a corporate group come through. It was a large group. We did a corporate program with our Audi driving experience at COTA, and it was all put together. And they were all out of San Antonio, and they all show up, and we do the whole classroom. We introduce ourselves. We meet them. I do the whole classroom, and everyone seems to be engaging, not very much, but engaging and nodding in agreement. And then at the end of the class, not a single person spoke any English,
You
and we
didn't
didn't
know
like.
that. You didn't know that
No,
going in.
none of us knew. They hired a local like logistics company who does events to like set this up for them. So we've been speaking with them and not the actual client the whole time, not realizing it. And they failed to tell us that they are only a Spanish speaking group. Luckily, my one of our instructors, Paul Jourdain, who's actually related to the Jourdains, his dad comes from IndyCar and such. happened to be there on that day, and he is fluent in Spanish. So he just was our makeshift interpreter on the fly, and we just kind of had to like try and make it work.
Redo the classroom a little bit, kind of a speedier version of it again, type of thing.
I mean, that we were just like, oh shit, we'll just get this sorted
yeah,
down.
let's get it done.
And go from there.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that was probably the most crazy one in recent times.
What was your so you as a driver, as a racer, what was your first race? What was your first event that you ever participated in?
First,
anything at your first race. Well, I don't know if you started in go-karts or if you just jumped into cars.
I went backwards. I did it wrong. I jumped into Formula cars kind of competitively first. I mean, I started out in go-karts, but I didn't really like go racing in them until like my first Formula Dodge race, and then I got more competitive in karts. My first race was the Skip Barber race. I can't remember where though. I want to say.
So not too memorable then, huh? Your first race ever?
No, I think it was Road. I think it was Road America, and I think I crashed the car.
Oh, so there you go. That's why you blocked it out of your.
I had the wings at home at my dad's house. It was Road America, but they were doing like this weird thing. It was when the season started up, and it was like kind of a new event at the time for them because it was so long ago. We were doing like the short course, so they can actually cut the track in half. But when they do that, the road you drive through is literally like it's the runoff of a turn 5. So when you come off the long straightaway, well, that other short straightaway that comes down the hill, and you turn 5 is the left uphill.
Oops.
Instead of turning left there, you go straight through the access road, and then it loops you back around. So it was a little weird because you're going through tire barriers as the track, which is really what's there to stop cars from going through.
Visually,
so
it's like
my first one.
What the hell? Yeah, I hear you. So the every time I think about track events and like just working with you or just hanging out. Obviously, there was Dirtfish first, and by the way, TJ just worked.
I saw that. Yeah.
He was up there for a week. It was so funny. That guy's so awesome. We had so much fun. But M-Track at the Ridge. At least it was my first one ever with you guys, you and Emil. I met everybody for the first time and did that event where you and obviously BP, Byron and Emil just flying down 13, 14, right, the carousel into pit lane, right, sideways. And then the very next year, Tommy Van Cleef blew your doors away. That was so freaking funny. I was laughing my butt off. I had to actually was in the car with him with a video camera, and that's why I sent you those pictures in that video. I'm like, I knew Winston would be. I was telling Tommy, I was like, I knew Winston would be just butthurt if I showed up these pictures, dude.
It wasn't fair.
Why not? Why?
He had an M5, so he's got 600 horsepower. Okay. I was working with a measly 400 there.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's funny, dude. He went 3 times longer. It was insane. I mean, it was.
I was gonna say those tire marks you showed me. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, dude. Like almost turned into the paddock. It was.
Yeah, and I was about to get in trouble. I was like, shit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, that was so hilarious. So first of all, I should have started off this conversation by asking you, you're safe, you're healthy, Faith, everybody, your friends, your neighbors, your family, everybody's good, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're all good. Our neighbors are good. Everybody I know is pretty good. My dad is up in Colorado, and a little concerned for him and my sister because she's in California. In California, it's like
you're getting hammered.
Kind of a bigger issue out there, and they are like on a much more strict lockdown. My dad's, he's not to say that he's old, but he's in like the age bracket of concern.
Right.
And they just had a bunch. The problem is it's such a tourism hotspot, and apparently all these people who have returned home, like they're coming in from overseas and they go home and then they get tested and then they realize they have it and they just spent like a week and a half in Steamboat. It's like, oh, great. So, but how about yourself?
Yeah.
You guys good?
Yeah, no, we're locked down. We've got the families home. The girls are home. There's a lot of board games, puzzles, baking, a lot of weed dance party happening in the house. We're locking down. We've got a lot of alcohol, wine, and beer, and we just hanging out.
My beer is running low already.
I know. We had to actually buy we had to redo our beer, restock our beer like 3 times, I think, within the first like 4 days or whatever it was.
Oh,
It was just ridiculous.
oh man, are the restaurants doing the same? So all the restaurants out here are doing like cocktails and stuff to go.
So
So
we can't do that, but they're definitely doing food. People are the restaurants are trying their best to.
the governor, like, so the day it happened, the governor of Texas was like, the alcohol to go
I love
is
it.
allowed now. Blah blah blah. It's like, holy crap.
Yeah, so that's why that's Texas. This is
Oh
Washington.
yeah.
Not the
I
same.
mean, back in the day, they used to have open container
Totally.
laws. You could
Yeah,
drink in
right.
the truck. It's
Yeah.
like, this is not right.
As long as you weren't drunk, but
Right,
whatever
exactly.
that meant, right?
What
In the
one
day.
beer's okay.
You're right. Hey, so is your car in the garage right now with you?
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
take
staring at
let's take a peek at it. Turn that
this,
thing around. Let me see.
this labor of love.
Yeah. Is that the one you dragged all the way from here? Is that the one you dragged?
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. Same piece of crap I've been working at forever. Thankfully, Chad did like most of the hard stuff for me. Chad out at Dirtfish, so
Yeah.
big shout out to him because he
Yep.
did all the plumbing that I did not have the patience for. It's a little dusty because it's been sitting unneglected.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's all here. I was gonna try and start working on it today or tomorrow, but I've just been sidetracked with other stuff. It's got a full fuel cell in the back. It's kind of hiding under there, but I mean, it's a good deal. It's a done deal. I have all the parts. My cabinet's over there. That's why, like, I've been building out this garage for like the last couple months to get it ready for this, and then everything else happened, and our gym closed. Then it's like, luckily, we built our home gym right before that happened. So
Yeah, that's actually, we just joined as a family. We got a family membership just literally around the corner, right across the street, and it closed. And we were just, so now we've got the yoga happening on the TV, and we've got like the Wii dance party. Like I said, I'm not doing the Wii dance party per se, but the girls, they're all trying to trying to keep that momentum up for the first 2 months or whatever it was that we were a membership too. So
yeah,
it's
my
crazy.
mental, I'm getting cabin fever, man. I got to get out of the house every now and then and just walk around the block. It's like, I've already built all my Legos. I've finished my Millennium Falcon. I for sure thought that was going to take me the whole time. I finished that bad boy in 2 days.
I thought you were joking about that.
No,
that was like the I'm bored statement.
Oh, it was so bad. Faith was like, I bought you something at Target, go pick it up. And then it's like a giant box of the Millennium Falcon to build out of Legos.
That's awesome. So, that's why I'm here at Depot, actually. It's one I forgot something. Forgot something. I'm like, I got to get out of here. Hey, real quick, I'll let you go. What's the one thing you're looking forward to, not track related? What's the one thing you're looking forward to doing when this is all
not track related?
Just you and Faith, and I mean, what are you looking forward to?
Honestly, just going. There's a restaurant we always go to out here. It's when you're back in town, you should go. You should definitely go.
Yep.
Presses. It's like a traditional kind of charcoal outdoor barbecue with like a Spanish twist. And it's an awesome little outdoor spot. We always like to go there with friends. They have really good food, really good drinks, and it's just like a cool place to share food because it's all family style dining. Right. So if you go with a group of friends, it's easy to hang out and just shoot the shit. So honestly, I think that's probably the biggest thing we're looking forward to, is just being able to go back to like just our random hangouts with friends. Honestly,
yeah, for sure. No, I agree with you 100%. Now, that's not the kind of place that gives you a free tattoo. Of the logo of the restaurant. No, not that kind
Bangers,
of place.
I mean, there's that. You can go to Bangers. You can do that. I know people have gotten it done.
I was gonna say, I think we've heard of people that have gotten it done. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Winston. Listen, man. You guys, you and Faith, take care of yourselves. Take care of your dad. Take care of everybody around you, and we'll see you hopefully really soon here in the summer with BMW or with whatever, however I can get out there.
Right, there you go. Just come out.
Exactly. Well, seriously, it's too bad. It's really too bad that you guys got rid of those open wheels, because I swear this year...
We still have 3 of them.
But are you running them?
That is the plan eventually,
cool. Okay.
But it's going to be more of I'm pitching it as more of a VIP, like pretend to be a Formula 1 driver for a day kind of thing.
Right.
So,
gotcha. Cool. All right, man. Have fun with your seat on the ground.
Yeah.
Start it. Do something with that car. Start it up.
I mean, I'm leaning on it right now. Does that count?
It's a first step. All right, my friend. Take her easy. All right.
See ya.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.